ASMR Retro. Hey guys, welcome back to ASMR Retro. Simpsons September is rolling along nicely, and this episode will be episode 10 of my DVD collection series. So of course, got some Simpsons DVDs here. I don't have a ton of them or anything like that, but you know, it's what I got. So, okay, so we're starting off with this one here. This is the very first season of The Simpsons, the complete first season of THESIMPSONS. Simpsons. And you see Homer over here with the remote, just chilling on the couch with his other hand on Marge. There's Marge just sitting peacefully. There's Santa's little helper, the dog. You have Lisa eating some popcorn. Snowball too, just chilling. Maggie with her bottle, and Bart with his squishy. And then you got random characters strewn about. So, and then the back. You got a flattened kind of Santa's little helper. There's a name when dogs do that. I forget what it's called. I think they on the floor like that to cool down or something like that. But anyways, and you see all the characters in that vortex. And it's actually nice and shiny, silvery cover. I don't know if you can see that, but okay, let's crack her open. So yeah, we see there it is. We get the full thing there, and then on the other side is another picture of the couch. Looks like it collapsed. We got Homer, Marge. Lisa seems relatively unmoved physically, but she looks the most worried. Meg's on the floor. Bart is just, on his back there. Oh, that's the picture of the dog from the back. I just redid that, so. Alright, so now. We open it up. And the discs are all in there. As you see. And then we have this little booklet with the episodes in there. But first we have this big blurb by Matt Groening, whatever, the creator of The Simpsons. So let's read this, or a little bit of it at least. I won't read them all, like they all have this, or something like this, each set, but anyway, let's read this one at least. Okay, it says, welcome to the first of many deluxe overpriced DVD sets of The Simpsons with 280 odd shows. So yeah, this is obviously pretty old. Because now I think there's about 3,572 episodes or something like that. Odd shows in the can and no end in sight. You might be able to complete your Simpsons DVD collection just before the next format comes along. Thanks for buying. Yeah, it's true. What we have here are 13 crudely animated episodes, first aired in 1989 and 1980. All spiffed up, cleaned off, and augmented with bells and whistles, bonus material, and self-pitying audio commentaries. If Homer, Marge, Bart, Lisa, and Maggie look weirdly off-model, if their voices sound spooky and different, and if the animation seems particularly glitch-filled, just remember this: we didn't know what the hell we were doing back then. That might be true, but this still destroys anything from the newer seasons, in my opinion, in terms of just funniness and quality. But anyway, what's fun for me in looking back at all these old episodes is how many jokes and characters have stayed vivid for more than a decade. I love Santa's little helper leaping in saxophone with bleeding gums, Murphy, Homer being mistaken for Bigfoot, and Marge's bowling instructor, Jacques strangely losing his French accent when yelling for onion rings. Okay, I also dig Grandpa Simpson's letter to the TV advertisers. I am disgusted with the way old people are depicted on television. We are not all vibrant, fun-loving sex maniacs. Many of us are bitter, resentful individuals who remember the good old days when entertainment was bland and inoffensive. So enjoy. We got more Simpsons episodes to make, then broadcast, then rerun, then chop up for syndication, then sell to you on DVD. But you know something? We wouldn't have it any other way. Your pal Matt Groening. That's what to say. Okay, so that's that. Let's take a look at the little booklet here. This out of the way. Okay, here's the little episode booklet. Crack her open and boom. Okay, so basically just lists all the episodes with a little description, and I'm not gonna read everything, but okay, Simpsons roasting on an open fire. That's the very first episode. Obviously, it was a Christmas episode, which I did a commentary watch along episode or video. Check it out if you want to. And this wasn't originally supposed to be the first episode, but they changed the order. I think there's probably a note of that too. But anyway, so yeah, decent episode there. Bart the Genius. I did an episode about that, or a video about that too. When he becomes, he cheats on his IQ test, and they think he's a genius, and he goes to like a special school or whatever. Homer's Odyssey. It's a pretty good episode. One of my favorite of the season, maybe my favorite. Where Homer becomes the safety guy, or the safety. He gets fired from the nuclear plant, gets depressed, and then he's about to, take the final leap, and then he becomes a safety advocate, I guess. Pretty deep, a good episode. There's not deep, but what's the word? I don't know, I can't think of it. Let's see, there's no disgrace like home. Which one's this? Oh yeah, this one's good too. This is when Homer notices how bad his family is compared to other families, and they go to Dr. Marvin Monroe for help. There's Bart the General. That's another really good one, where what's his name? Nelson's keeps bullying him, and then he gets the help of Grandpa and that guy. What was his name? Grandpa and the guy Raymond, I guess, the one-armed guy who runs the that weird store, the surplus store, or whatever, to take out Nelson. What does it say? Warning contains candid expressions of deranged political viewpoints. That's funny. Okay. Okay, then we have Moaning Lisa. That's the one where she gets depressed, and then she ends up meeting Bleeding Gums Murphy. Kind of obviously a depressing episode. Not bad, but I don't know. Just, you gotta be in the right mood for that one, you know what I mean? Okay, I'm just gonna adjust my seat. Yeah, sorry about that. I was sitting in a weird position. That's a little bit better. Call of the Simpsons. That's the one where they get an RV and then they go out to the woods and they get lost or whatever. And then Homer falls into like this mud puddle, and then they think he's a Bigfoot. So that's that one. It's alright. The Telltale Head is where Bart wants to impress the bullies, and he cuts off the head of the, the Jebediah Springfield statue, the town square or whatever. Life on the Fast Lane. Which one's this? Oh, this is the one where, let's see, in response to so Marge takes bowling lessons with some French dude who's like hitting on her or something. Not my favorite episode, but probably maybe my least liked episode on this the first season. But, I haven't watched it in ages. I keep skipping that one, so maybe I should watch it again. Might have a different perspective. Homer's Night Out. Which one's this? Yeah, Homer goes. Bart takes a picture of Homer dancing with like some stripper or something like that. And of course, Marge gets upset. The Grapes of Wrath. Which one is this? Oh yeah, this is the foreign exchange student one. So Bart goes to France, and some kid comes to live with the Simpsons, but he's like a spy. Where's the kid from? I don't know, whatever. But it's a pretty good episode. I like that one. Krusty gets busted. Oh, this is the one where I think this is the first appearance. It might not be the first appearance of Sideshow Bob, but I think it might be the first one with the Frasier dude. Yeah, guest voice of Kelsey Grammer. Yeah, so that's one where Sideshow Bob, this is where he does his heel turn, and he frames Busty. He frames Krusty. So that's good. And he ends up getting arrested for the first time. Krusty, that is. Sideshow Bob. And then Some Enchanted Evening. So my understanding is this was supposed to be the first episode. I could be wrong about that. But definitely the animation was pretty bad in this one, but still a decent episode. So this is about that babysitter it's a person who pretends to be a babysitter, and then they end up robbing people's houses when the parents are gone. So of course, she was babysitting Bart, Lisa, and Maggie, and hilarity ensues. Okay, that was the first set. Okay, now we got season 2 of The Simpsons, the complete second season. And you got a very similar picture. It's almost exactly the same, but there's just slight differences. So I thought, let me compare it for you. I actually thought, see, Homer has a remote here and his beer's down there. But there he has the beer. Lisa's the same, she's just looking at the camera. And this one she's looking straight ahead. Bart is, and this one he's drinking, and this one he's not. So I kind of thought they were going for a flip book thing, like each image and each cover for each season would be slightly different, which makes some kind of animation, but we'll see eventually that's not what they did. But certainly they have enough seasons now where they could have made like a full-length feature flip book animation at like 60 frames per second, you know what I mean? Anyway, let's get on with this. And you can see on the back, it's, the heads are swapped, basically. So that's pretty funny, I guess. And we open it up. And we got another blurb from Mac Groening, but I'm not going to read that, though. Just wanted to read that for the first season. This episode will last forever. This video, I keep saying episode, I mean say video. Okay, so we'll just look at the booklet here, the episode booklet. And okay, so you have Bart gets an F. That's a good episode. Wait, is this the one? Oh yeah, is this the one where like he prays to God for a snowstorm or something like that, and there's a snowstorm. He used to study for something, or I don't know, something like that. That's a pretty good episode. Simpson and the Liar. Which one is this? Which kind of? Oh wait, yeah, this is a good one. Yeah. So this one is the one where he's what's the thing? He gets a promotion or something at work. The one where he's bald and he takes some minoxidil or whatever to make him grow hair, and then he starts getting promotions or something like that. And then he has that assistant who's kind of helping him. He's kind of like a guardian angel type of character. That's a pretty good one. Pretty good. Okay, and then Treehouse of Horror was the very first Treehouse of Horror episode. Not too bad. It has bad dream house voice of James Earl Jones. Pretty cool, pretty cool. So then there's 2 cars in every garage and 3 eyes on every fish. That's one of my favorite episodes. Certainly of this season is where Mr. Burns runs for mayor of Springfield. And then, it's a big campaign, and then he has, as part of some publicity thing, he goes to have dinner at the Simpsons, and then Lisa, in protest, serves the 3 or knows Marge in protest, serves the 3-eyed fish Blinky, which was obviously 3-eyed because it was mutated from the power plant. It's a good episode, good episode. Dance and Homer, when he becomes the mascot for baseball, Dead Pudding Society. So when Bart and one of the Flanders kids, they compete in golf, mini golf. Okay, and then we have Bart versus Thanksgiving. Pretty self-explanatory. Bart the Daredevil. This is a classic episode where he becomes a daredevil and he's like jumping stuff with a skateboard, and then he tries to jump the Springfield Gorge. And Homer tries to stop him, but Homer ends up falling down the gorge himself. So it's a classic Simpsons moment. We have Itchy and Scratchy and Marge. Marge protests, or he gets Itchy and Scratchy cancelled or something like that, because it's too violent. Bart gets hit by a car, and it's when Mr. Burns, I think, hits him with a car, and there's a trial and whatnot. I do remember that one, but not that much. Not as much as other episodes. One fish, 2 fish, one fish, 2 fish, blue fish. Oh my god, I can't read it. 1 fish, 2 fish, blue fish, blue fish. That's a tough one. Which one is, oh yeah, that's the one where he goes to the sushi restaurant, and he ends up eating this deadly fish or something like that, and he thinks he's gonna die. Because that's what the doctors told him. The way we was. This one is... it's just when they tell the story of how they met. Marge and Homer. Homer and Lisa, and the 8th commandment is when Homer was stealing cable. Principal Charming. Oh yeah, so it's when Seymour dates Patty. Or is that Selma? I don't know, I always get them. Selma, I guess, yeah. Okay. Oh brother, where art thou? Oh yes, when they introduced Homer's half-brother, voiced by Danny DeVito. Bart's dog gets an F, I think, when he has to send a little helper to, what do you call that? Dog training school or whatever. Obedience school. Old Money. Which one is this? Oh yeah, when he's dating, Grandpa Simpson's dating that other lady from his retirement home, and she ends up dying. Brush with Greatness. Oh, I think this one where Marge is a painter. Yeah, that looks like it. Then we have Lisa's Substitute. Which one is this? Okay, oh, I see. Yeah, this is the Mr. Bergstrom episode when there's a substitute teacher and Lisa has a crush on him, and it was voiced by... oh really, it's the first appearance of Ralph Wiggum, and features the guest voice of Sam Eric as Mr. Bergstrom. Really, Sam Eric? For some reason I thought it was Dustin Hoffman, but I guess I was wrong about that. And then we have The War of the Simpsons. Oh yeah, this one where they go to that cabin to work on their marriage, and Homer just wants to catch that big fish or whatever, that legendary fish. 3-man and a comic book. That's a good one. Where Martin and Mills buy that comic, and they have to share it, which causes problems. Blood Feud is where Bart gives Mr. Burns a transfusion, and Homer's expecting a big reward, but they get Senior Extrapolapigeddle. I don't know how you say it, but Extrapolapigeddle. Another good goes to that mental hospital, and he meets that guy who thinks he's Michael Jackson, and it says features the guest voice of John J. Smith. I'm pretty sure that was actually Michael Jackson who did his voice. Mr. Lisa goes to Washington. Yeah, Mr. Lisa goes to Washington. Oh yeah, she writes that essay about America or whatever, and then she goes to Washington and sees corruption, and it's a good episode. When Flanders failed. Oh yeah, when he, I think when it's the one where he opens up the leftorium, and then Homer wishes that he fails. Then his business starts to fail, and Homer feels bad, and blah blah blah. It's pretty good. Bart the murderer. After it becomes. Oh yeah, okay. So this is when he sort of joins up with Fat Tony and his guys to be the bartender or something at their legitimate gentleman's club or whatever they call it. Homer defined. Oh yeah, he accidentally, he just like by fluke saves the power plant from melting down or whatever. It becomes a sort of a laughing stock in a way. Wait, I think that's what happens. Oh yeah, once they realize that it was just a fluke, it becomes a laughing stock. Okay. Like father, like clown. Oh yeah, it's when they introduced Krusty's father, the Rabbi Krustovsky. Okay. Treehouse of Horror 2. So there was... Oh, they don't listen here, do they? Whatever. Treehouse of Horror 2. Lisa's Pony. Where she gets a pony. Saturdays of Thunder. Oh yeah, with the soapbox. There'd be one. That was alright. Flaming Moe's classic episode where Homer invents a drink called Flaming Homer. Then Moe steals his drink, his recipe. Then Aerosmith makes a cameo. Oh, not just a cameo. They're in quite a bit of the episode, actually, surprisingly. Okay, Burns for Goofinder Kraftwerk. Something like that. That's where when Burns sells the plant to these German guys. I Married Marge. Another flashback episode. I don't like those episodes that much. They're alright sometimes, but Radio Bart. Oh, this one's funny. It's where Bart falls down the well after pretending that he fell down the well. And yet Sting made an appearance in that one too. Not the wrestler, but the song dude. Lisa the Greek. Which one is this? Oh yeah, so Lisa's able to predict who's gonna win the football games, and then Homer, wants her to basically using her to gamble on these games. Okay, Dog of Death. Oh yeah, so they need that's when what's his name? The dog's Hansel needs surgery. Colonel Homer. I believe that's Dolly Parton's voice. Is that true? No, Beverly D'Angelo. Way off. But anyways, he sort of becomes this country singer's manager somehow. Black Widower. This is the return of... the first time Sideshow Bob returns and he marries Selma, but it's all part of a revenge plot. The auto show. Bart goes to the concert. What do you call those guys? The Spinal Tap concert. That was a pretty good one. Bart's friend falls in love. Mel falls in love with, that girl, the new girl. Samantha Stinky. Brother, can you spare 2 dimes? What's this? Which one is this? Oh yeah, this is the return of Homer's half-brother, and he wants to make that device so he can speak to baby, like you can hear babies, it translates babies and you can hear them, I think, something like that. So here is the 4th season, and again a somewhat similar couch thingy, but on the other side you see classic episode where they go to Camp Krusty. The streetcar named Marge, where she acts in a play. Homer the heretic, where he stops going to church. Lisa the beauty queen, where she becomes the beauty queen. Treehouse of Horror 3, the classic one. They're all are. Itchy and Scratchy the movie. Marge gets a job. New kid on the block. So now it's, I guess, Bart's turn to fall in love. Mr. Plow is another classic episode I think everybody knows. And if you don't know, you should know. Lisa's first word. Tell the story of Lisa's first word, obviously. Homer triple bypass. Marge versus the monorail. It's a pretty funny one, actually. Selma's choice. She should have a child. She wants a baby or something. And then that's one where she gets the iguana. Jub, I think its name was. Brother from the same planet. Which one is this? Oh, the Big Brother one. I Love Lisa. Classic. Ralph. I think I called him Martin a couple times by accident. But anyways, it's Ralph. Ralph Wickham. Toughless. Which one is this? Duffbury. Homer is arrested. I think he stops drinking or something for a while. I don't know. I don't even remember exactly which episode that is. Last exit to Springfield. So let's come to this, a clip show. It's a funny title. The Front. Whacking Day. I read that one a lot. That's a funny episode. Marge and Jane's. Krusty gets cancelled. Alright. And then finally I have season 8. Where they got Maggie with her big tooth on the cover. And got the Simpsons there. And in and out the photo, 3-day minimum wait. Pretty cool. Little booklet. Frank's Ultimate Corners. I don't know what that's about. But let's take a look at this. And okay, you got the macaroni thing over here. Simpsons season 8, principal cast, blah blah blah. You got the extras, and then okay, got the episodes here. Treehouse of 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. You only move twice. Which one is that? Homer gets a new job. Oh, that's a great episode. The Scorpio episode, I think. Yeah, Globex Corporation. The Homer They Fall, where he's a boxer. Burns, Baby Burns. That's another really funny episode. Yeah, it's a good season. Bart After Dark, great episode. Really works in the, what do you call that thing? Not a brothel. Whatever. Bordello. I don't know. A Millhouse Divided. That one was alright. Lisa's Date with Destiny. Hurricane Eddie. They should discuss the origins of Ned Flanders. El Viaje Misterioso de Nuestro Jomer. I know it's Homer. I'm kidding. I know I butchered that. I don't know how to speak Spanish. I'm guessing that's Spanish. The Springfield Files. That's a funny one with the X-Files dudes and dudettes. The Twisted World of Marge Simpson. This is one of my favorite episodes ever, where she's Marge sells pretzels. Great episode. Oh, this is another one of my favorite ever. Mountain of Madness, where Homer and Burns get trapped in that cabin. I missed one. Here we go. Oh jeez. Talk about a trigger word. Simpson califragilisticexpiala. Annoyed grunt. Oh, it was the parody of what's that thing called? It's not gonna be to my mind, but you know what I'm talking about. The Itchy and Scratchy and Poochie Show. Another funny episode. another series. Oh, because that was Niles from the Frasier show. Frasier. My sister. Oh, this is a really good one too. I like that one where she babysits Bart and he breaks his arm. Homer versus the 18th Amendment. Oh, this is another classic. I think this might be my favorite season of The Simpsons. So many good episodes. This one's like amazing. Grade School Confidential. And that one's okay. The Canine Mutiny. That one's okay too. The Old Man and the Lisa. Oh my god, this season. Great episode. Great episode. Where he makes the little Lisa recycling plant at the end there. In March We Trust. I don't know which one this is. Yeah, whatever. Homer's Enemy, another great episode. A lot of people don't like it, but the one with Frank Grimes. And then a Simpsons spin-off showcase. That one was okay. And The Secret War of Lisa Simpson. And yeah, that's it. Alright guys, I